everyone, so today I've got a really quick tutorial on how to do this dramatic eye using just MUA eyeshadows. Now the eyeshadows that I have from MUA are quite old, I think, but I do believe they still do the same colours. They've just been renamed, or some of them have, but I've also depotted mine into these palettes, and I am struggling to remember the names of all of the eyeshadows, but I think I've got them right, so I will put them in the description box below. But if you'd like to see how I did this eye makeup look, then keep watching. I'm starting out with my NYX Jumbo pencil in Milk, and I'm just going to dot this over my eyelid, just like so. I'm going to use this as a base colour, and I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. This just creates a lovely base for the colours to sit on and to really make them pop, especially the lighter colours towards the inner corner of my eyes. I'm starting out with shade 2. It's a very frosty white pearl shadow. I'm just taking that on a flat shader brush, and I'm just putting that onto my inner corner and just along the first third of my eyelid. It doesn't matter if you go over the crease, but try not to, because we're going to blend it all out and make it look seamless. I'm just blending it out almost just about a third of the way across my eyelid. Next, I'm taking another flat shader brush. This is the Bobbi Brown Touch Up brush, and I'm using shade number 26, which is almost a duck egg blue, teal, greeny type colour. And I'm just again taking that on my brush and just packing it on, and I'm just going slightly over the white. I want this all over the centre of my eyelid, and again not going over the crease. I'm packing it on, and I'm also just sort of blending it out a little bit. So while I've got this colour on the brush, I'm now going to go back into it just with the edge of my brush and just run it along my lower lash line. Now, using the same brush, I'm going to flip it over to the clean side, and I'm going in with this shadow. This is, I believe, number 8. I'm going to apply this to the outer corner. And there we go. Again, I've just kept it below the crease, and I'm just blending it into the teal colour. Next, what I'm going to do, just to make it really precise and really defined like this eye, I'm just going to take some ordinary Scotch tape and peel off a tiny bit, and I'm just going to put it on my hand. Just by doing that, it loses some of its stickiness so that it doesn't pull on the eye area, and I'm using the tape method just to get a straight line. So I've just placed it here. I've left a tiny gap just between my eyelashes and the tape where the green shadow is, and I've followed it's almost as if my lower lash line is going straight up towards the end of my eyebrow. So that's where I've placed it, and just really stick it down just on the inner corner, because that's what you're going to use as a guide to do your eyeliner. Next, I'm taking this Detailer pencil brush from Hair and Makeup Addiction, and I'm going into the black shadow. This is number 20, and here I'm just going to draw a V. Now I'm going in with a fluffy crease brush, and I'm just blending that out. Just really softening the edges, because you don't want there to be any harsh lines. I always start on the outside corner and bring it in, because this is where you want the highest concentration of colour. Now I'm going in with a MAC 217, which again is a blending brush, and I'm going in with number 8 again. I've just applied it just where I've got the black line for my crease, and I've just gone slightly over the black and slightly over that line, and I'm going back in with the first blending brush that I used. This was a clean brush, and I'm just blending it all together. You can either use windscreen wiper motions or just in circular motions. Using the same brush that I used for the first white eyeshadow, I'm going back into that, which is the number 2 from MUA, and I'm just going over where I put that in the first place. After all the blending, the colours tend to lose their pigmentation, so you just want to brighten that up and just literally go over it and just pat it on. Now I'm getting some more shadow onto my brush, and I'm just putting that just in the middle of my brow. This is just under the arch, just there, and I'm just blending that towards the left and to the right. And you may want to tone it down because the frosty white eyeshadow is quite vibrant. So if you want to do that, which is what I've done on the other eye, I've just mixed it with the first shade. It's very similar to MAC Rice Paper. So again, I've just layered that on top. And I'm just taking it all the way under my brow. Now this is a very dramatic look, and if you don't want it to be too dramatic, I wouldn't take it all the way here. I would just literally leave it under the highest point of your brow and bring it out towards the outer edge. I'm now going in with my fluffy blending brush again, and I'm just blending it all together. I'm starting off on the lightest colour because I don't want to transfer any of the black onto there. I'm just blending it all out just to make it look seamless. Sometimes it helps if you just lift your skin. I've got quite hooded eyes, and so it helps me if I just do this just to blend out all the colours. Now as you can see, we're almost getting there. So my final colour that I'm using, and I'm going to use the same brush that I used the teal and the blue on, is another MUA shadow, number 31, which is this blue shade. It's a little bit more toned down, so it's not as shimmery as the other shades. And again, I'm just going to deepen my crease, as you can see, just above the black line and in between the white frost shadow. I just need a little bit of colour because I've blended it all out. So I'm just using the end of this brush. It doesn't matter that it's already got colour on it. And I'm just dipping it into my eyeshadow and just applying it just above the line. Now I'm going back in with my blending brush. This is the same brush I'm using for all of the blending for this look. And I'm just blending the black and the blue together. These MUA eyeshadows are so pigmented, it's crazy, and they're really, really easy to blend. They can look a little bit powdery at times, but if you find that that does happen, then I just use a bit of MAC Fix Plus over my face just before I go out, and that just sets my makeup and gets rid of anything that may look a bit too powdery. And that's the same for if you've over powdered your face as well. So that's a really, really, really good product to have. And there we go, that's the eyeshadow done. And next is the eyeliner. I'm going to be using my MAC Fluidline in Blacktrack, which is just a black gel liner, and I'm using it with an angled brush. This is the MAC 263. So I just start in the centre of my eye. This is the difficult part, and again, if you don't want it to be so dramatic, you don't have to do the wing, but I've done a wing on this side, so I'm going to match it up, and my wing just goes just past my crease. I'm going to start where I actually want my winged liner to end, and that is, if you want to think of it in terms of, if you find it difficult to find your crease, in terms of this look, we put the black in our crease and the blue slightly above it. So if you aim for somewhere on the blue shadow between the black and the white. And so I'm just going to join it up along the bottom and take it about halfway across. Now I'm just going to take my tape off. So I've just taken the tape off, and I'm just going to blend out my concealer. I haven't actually got any fallout, which is a good thing. If at this point you feel like you want to blend out your concealer or top it up, you can do, as long as you haven't powdered. If you have powdered, I would take off your makeup and then apply the concealer and the powder again, otherwise it can just look really, really cakey. But luckily I don't have any fallout, so I've just blended it all out just to get rid of where the tape was. Now before I apply my eyelashes, I'm just going to put some mascara on, and this is the Lancôme Hypnôse mascara. I've already curled my eyelashes, but I'm just doing a really thin coat, just maybe 1 or 2 coats of mascara just so that my lashes blend in with the false eyelashes. The lashes I'm using are by Salon system and they're 140. I actually prefer to just use my fingers. I've never ever found it comfortable to use tweezers, but that's just a personal preference. The glue's dried and it's become sort of tacky, and I start off by just getting the centre right. So now that my lashes are on, I'm just waiting for the glue to dry. As you may be able to see, it's still white, but it dries clear. And there we go, the lashes are on. And now the final step in this tutorial is I'm just going to go over my eyeliner and the lash band. I'm just using a liquid liner. This is by NYX. This just hides the lash band, covers up any glue that may be visible, and just darkens the eyeliner really. And so there we have it. This is the completed look. This is the eyeshadow, and this is how you do a dramatic eye using MUA eyeshadows. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you liked it, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. If you do try to recreate this look at home, please do send me a tweet, and or you can hashtag me on Instagram. I would love to see what you come up with. And if there's any more videos you'd like me to do using the MUA eyeshadows, then please do let me know. But I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!